What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode on our free-to-play to main account series. This episode, we're pretty much going to be doing the exact same thing we did last episode, which was leveling up our cooking and also trying to make some silver, as well as finishing our lumberjack expedition that we're currently doing, which is just trying to get to tier 4 lumberjacking. So before I get started, there is something that actually happened that kind of made me realize there's a critical error in the last video that I made. So last video, I was able to cook a bunch of chicken omelets, and they were 0.1, so 0.1 enchanting, and as you can see, they weren't able to sell. And the reason they weren't able to sell is because I basically recorded and made the video, and then an hour later I uploaded, not realizing that basically gave a very small window for my sell orders to get filled, which means there were a lot of people who joined in and added their sell orders trying to follow what I was doing, and it actually kind of crashed the price of chicken omelets. They were all the way to 3,500 per chicken omelet, and currently they're selling for like 1,200. And it could have been me. I'm just trying to think that's possibly me, since I kind of shared it with you guys, and there's no way that a price would literally drop from 3,500 all the way to 1,200 in a day. That's kind of incredible of something like that to happen. So I'm guessing here that it was something that I did. So I'm actually recording this video around 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. my time, and I'm going to be uploading this video around 7-8 hours after I'm playing this, and that should give some time, I think, for my orders to get filled throughout this video. However, since the price of chicken omelets basically crashed in Caerleon, I'm gonna do one of the most popular money-making methods, and that is basically transferring our resources that we made here in Caerleon into another city. And the city that I've chosen is Fort Sterling, because I think it's probably one of the safest routes to take. There's only 2 red zones, technically 1, and then a cave, and then you're safe. So I'm kind of gambling this, because I'm going naked, and I'm going on a very low tier mount. But I'm only risking 80k, and my game stopped lagging. I don't know why, but since I came back, this game keeps lagging a little bit. Not sure why. I might have to see what's going on, but it takes a long time to load everything in the map. Anyway, yeah, so I'm making this method. I'm going to go to Fort Sterling, try to sell all of these chicken omelets, and then we'll get straight into the video, try to cook more, and try more lumberjacking techniques. Well, very awkward, but I think the same thing has happened here on Fort Sterling. Prices are very low, so there's a couple things I can do. I could just go back, put this in my stash, and hope for the price to go up eventually, or just go ahead and sell them. I'm not going to be losing that much money, to be honest, because I set them to a point where I would break even at around 1,000. So I was making a lot of money per omelet that I was making. I think I was making $80,000 or silver on profit overall, and there's only 60 omelets. So I'm still in the green if I go ahead and sell them, which I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna head back. I know I'm kind of wasting some time here, but I'm just gonna head back into Caerleon. I should have done the smart decision of me checking the prices first and then doing this. This is some errors you guys are kind of witnessing here, but I'm gonna head back into Caerleon and then we'll get started. This is very odd. This has actually never happened to me before in a video like this, where I just do something and I forget to check the price, and then I'm basically going back because it's better prices in Caerleon. So let's go ahead and head back and let's actually start the video. Alright, so let me just show you guys so you can pretty much believe me. I think the video that I did went up around 3 days ago by the time I'm recording this video, and I put the prices up at around 3,400, which was roughly in between these things. Actually, exactly in between these right here. And as soon as I put that video up, you can see there's a lot more orders coming in through the market. Before, it was very often that things will get put into the market, and then everything just started putting in the market. People were cutting each other off by a whole lot. As you can see, there's a 500 silver cut, and there's also 1,000 silver cut. So maybe it was the video, maybe it wasn't. I'm not trying to say that it happened because of my video. I'm just kind of pointing out what happened in the market with my orders, so you guys will let you know. And in the end, it's still a game. Everyone's having fun. It's all fun, whatever. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't impact me. But right now, these chicken omelets are selling for 84,000 silver, which is about 400,000 silver that we're at. and that's actually 80,000 silver more than we had at the beginning of last episode. All right, so the other thing I want to begin is I actually want to get into the Alchemist, because it's basically like cooking, except there's here, there's different markets. So I basically want to kind of just go into 2 markets, cooking and Alchemist. So I do have to get some minor energy potions, which basically means I need these mushrooms here, 8 per. So I think they're called Arcane something. Yes, they are. So let's go ahead and buy, how much is 100? 29,000. Let's go ahead and just buy that. Actually, that's way too much. Yeah, that's way too much. Anyway, whatever. I guess we did a big investment. Let's go ahead and cook this into the necessary potions that we have to do to even unlock this, which I think it's, yeah, minor energy potions, and we'll be good to go. So I think the tax price on Caroline is actually very low, 37. So we might go to this one. Yeah. So let's go ahead and head here, make the potions, and we'll see what's more profitable this video: potion brewing or cooking. All right, just like that, we were able to make, I think 60 of these. So let's go ahead and sell them off. We also got some of the mushrooms back. So sell order. I think we might make profit. Probably not. Like, most likely not. We lost like 200 silver, which is not a lot. All right, so let me go ahead and go into my calculator, look at the market prices, and let's just see what's gonna make us the most profit, and we'll be right back. All right, so I found a pretty decent market, which is the healing potion, and not just the regular healing potion. We're gonna do a tier 4, and not just the regular tier 4 potions. We're gonna do 4.1, because usually the enchanted versions of whatever you're trying to craft it always sells for more, and there's a big margin because not a lot of people craft them, and a lot of people do purchase them. So for the healer potion 4.1, it's currently at 4,600 per healing potion, which we're gonna make it 4,599 once we finish this. So let me actually update that on my calculator. It might have a little bit of effect. At the end, we're gonna make 5 runs, which means we're making about 25 healing potions. We are going to spend 109,000 silver, and we are going to make 39,000 silver after taxes and after the usage fees. So investing 109,000 silver, making 39,000 silver, that's a pretty amazing deal. So let's go ahead and purchase all that we need to make this. So the first thing we do is the burdock. And we are going, can I please type it correctly? Oh, actually, I'm typing it completely wrong. There we go. And we're going to need 120 of them, which is around a 48,000 investment. Then we are going to do hen eggs. We're going to need roughly 30 of them. And then finally, we are going to need the thing that we need to enchant it, enchant all these potions. And that's Arcane Essence, tier 4. So Arcane Essence. And we are going to need 45 of them. So let's purchase 7. This is 8. This is 38. And then 38, we're going to need 7 more, if I'm correct. There we go, 45. And now let's go ahead and craft them, and we'll see how much money we made, which I kind of already did the calculations, which is 39,000 silver once these sell, and these might take some time to sell. So first of all, I have to make sure I upload this video at least 8 hours after I'm recording this, just to make sure. And then, yeah, we'll see. And just like that, we were able to craft a lot of healing potions, which is actually 30 of them. And actually, it's going to make us 129,691 silver, which means we're getting around 39,096 silver that we made from our investments, which is very good. I actually thought it was only going to be 25, but apparently there is a boost for our resource returns rates when we're here in Caerleon, which might mean that if you are a crafter or if you want to make some silver, you might want to come here into Caerleon, craft as much as possible, and then transport it into another city, because I'm guessing, I haven't checked, so don't take this as facts, that Caerleon got a boost for the resource return rates, since there's not a lot of people living here. That kind of maybe was a way to get people to move here. But yeah, if you want to come here, craft, go ahead and sell it off to another city and, make some profits. I think there's another potion that I can make some silver on, and that is the energy potion. Same thing, which is 4.1. So energy, I already have some sales for the flat tier, or the, tier 2. Let's do tier 4 and let's do tier 4.1. You can see it sells around the same price as the healing potions, so we pretty much can make the same profit, except for 39,000 silver. We're gonna be able to make 29,000 silver for this investment of 103,000 silver. So let's go ahead and buy everything we need, which is pretty much the same thing. Let's go ahead and take this off, and we're gonna need 120 of the burdock flowers, and then we're gonna need some goat's milk. We're gonna need 30, which is not a lot. And then finally, we're going to need, again, the essence. So let's just do Arcane Essence. And we're going to need about 45 again. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase everything, craft, and we'll be back to basically show you guys how much money I made this entire episode. So I've completely made all the calculations by just getting all the prices and how much we're getting for each of our set orders here. And this video, we have made in total 151,152 silver from yesterday. However, 80,000 of that were these chicken nuggets. So in total, with all of the crafting we did, we made 71,152 silver from all of these potions that we crafted here, which is pretty good. Considering we only had 297,000 silver to play with. So we basically turned 297,000 silver into a 71,000 silver return rate. Amazing. I like doing that. That's pretty much how we're going to get rich in this game, by doing small flips just like that. But now I'm going to do exactly the same thing I did last episode, and I want to go level up my lumberjacking just a little bit. Because if we check here, we are nothing to level 4, and I think I might want to use my learning points. I really don't know. Like, I don't think I should use my learning points on most of my gear, because like I'm gonna be using tier 4, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, and 5, maybe 5.1 every time I do PvP. And since I want to do a lot of PvP, I necessarily don't want to go all the way up into these levels right here. Maybe I do. I mean, again, this is a free-to-play to main account, so I have to make this like my main account. So it's not necessary for me to use the learning points on my gear. Might as well use my learning points on what really matters for me, which is my gathering tools and my gathering professions. So let's go ahead and start heading to Limhurst and start leveling up our lumberjack. 30 minutes later, we have gathered quite a lot of logs. We have tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. And I think I'm gonna go into Limhurst and basically refine them, because we also want to level up our refining as well as our wood cutting, so we can start using all of our planks to either craft or make some profit. But I think mostly for all of the wood gathering I'm going to do, I'm going to become a crafter, some sort of crafter in this account. I really haven't crafted a lot in my other accounts, especially my main account. I just PvP'd for everything. So I kind of want to become a crafter. I don't know what I want to specialize in at first. Maybe we could do a general, general node. So for example, we could just go for everything in the hunter crafter, which could be good because a lot of these things sell. Like the spears sell a lot, bows sell a crap ton. But the thing is, if they sell a crap ton, that means a lot of players are also crafting, which means the prices are lower. So we kind of want to look at a space where there is less crafters, but a decently more amount of buyers. So it could be like tanks. A lot of people play tank, but not necessarily as much as DPS or healers. I think there are a little bit more tanks than healers, but we'll see. So we want to become a crafting kind of account. So we want to craft a lot of things, and a lot of those crafting nodes require wood and metal, and then some of the armors require my other gathering ability, which is cloth, which is also helpful if I want to go into the mage's crafting node. So let's go ahead and refine everything, and let's just hoard it. I don't think I'm going to sell it, and we'll be done with this video. Just like that, we were able to get to tier 4. I used 4 learning points for our refining, but we have 94 tier 4 planks, which could be useful if we want to start to level up our crafting. And I think I've made up my mind. We're definitely going to be here on the mage crafter, in one of these nodes. So that also means that we are gonna need to level up our mining, but we already leveled up our cloth gathering, or cloth refining as well, which means we can already start crafting some of these things right here, as well as maybe there are some tools that we don't need metal. I don't think so. I think most of the weapons you do need metal, but we're gonna focus on this node for crafting, and that's maybe something we'll do next episode. But I did promise that we're gonna do a little bit of PvE next episode. So next episode is gonna be a combination of us trying to get this node right here so we can get the death givers to level that up, and also to begin this node right here so we can do some mining, or we can already start leveling it up by just crafting like the cloth cowl or the robe or something like that, and start to level that up and basically perform a good crafting, which means we have to get the good quality and we have to get all of those nodes leveled up so we can use our fame more wisely. With that being said, I think this will be it for this video. We did a lot of things. We basically made roughly 80,000 just like last episode by just cooking, as well as Alchemist. We did a little bit more Alchemist this episode, and we are starting to gather some wood. We're basically trying to get as much resources as possible, so we're trying to get as much wood. We're gonna next episode try to get as much iron, and then try to get as much, I think, cloth, which we already have a bunch in our Theth Fort's chest. But for this episode, this will be it. And yeah, guys, make sure to subscribe for more Albion content, and I'll see you guys later on the next episode. Peace.